Hello, Lions. Thanks for joining me for another lesson. We are going to, learn some new sight syllables, review sight syllables we've already learned, and practice some reading and spelling and decoding multi-syllabic words. All right, this will help us become automatic readers and writers. Let's go ahead and get started. So the first sight syllable I want to introduce you to is ab. Like in the words absent, abbreviate. You might have learned with Mr. Burgess and PE, like abdomen, your stomach. So it's ab. So you will see this syllable in a lot of words. My turn, ab. Together, read it, ab. Your turn, excellent. Good job. Okay, the other sight syllable I want to introduce you to is ist. Ist, like at the end of artist and dentist. Now, ist is a morphemic unit because it carries meaning with it. So when you see ist on a word, it means a person who or someone who. So like an artist, it is someone who does art or a person who does art. Each of you are an artist because you do art in Mrs. Ottinger's art class. Or in dentist, a person who works on teeth. Remember we learned before, dent means tooth. Remember we talked about al dente pasta, to the tooth that's firm. So if you know dent means tooth and ist means a person who, then you can figure out the meaning of that word. So anytime you see ist, you know it means someone who or a person who does that. My turn, ist. Together, ist. Your turn, very good. Okay, now if you were reading this as the word, it would be meter. We know meter is a standard unit of measurement, and you work on that measurement in math class, meter. But we are talking about the syllable, and you actually pronounce it meter in a multi-syllabic word, like in the words thermometer and diameter. So when you see this in a large word, you will pronounce it meter instead of meter, okay? And meter actually means measure. So a thermometer means you're measuring your temperature, whereas diameter means you're measuring the distance in a circle from one side to the other. So meter means measure. Okay, so remember, if this is in a multi-syllabic word, you will read it as meter, okay? If this were the word all on its own, it is meter. Okay, my turn, meter. Together, meter. Your turn, good. See why we practice these? Because some of these don't follow the expected rules. So we want to know them automatically because you will see this syllable in a lot of words. So we don't want to have to take the time to try to figure it out. We want to know it automatically. Okay, the next new sight syllable is port. Port, like in the words transport or import. And port means to carry. So like import, that means you're carrying things into your country. Like we import avocados. So that means we carry in avocados from other countries to sell them. Like airport, that is a place that carries people through the air, okay? So port, and it means carry. My turn, port. Together, port. Your turn, excellent, guys. Good for you. Okay, the rest of these sight syllables we have already learned, so we're just going to quickly read them. Read with me. Men. Together, men. Good. Oh, your turn. Good. Like in the word minute or miniature. And remember, this means small. Like a minute is a small unit of measurement when you're telling time. Pour. Together, pour. Your turn. Very good. Okay. Penned. Together, penned. Your turn. Good. Remember, penned means hang. Like a pendant is a necklace and it hangs around your neck. Try. Together, try. Your turn. Good. And remember, this means three. Like a tricycle has three wheels. A triangle has three sides. Ibble. Together, ibble. Your turn. Good. Remember, when we see this at the end of a word, I'm looking for my little cue cards. When we see this at the end of a word, it means able to. And this one is a bull. Together, a bull. Your turn. Good. And this also means able to when you see it at the end of a word. D. Together, D. Your turn. Good. Frack. Together, frack. Your turn. Very good. And remember, this means break. Dent. Together, dent. Your turn. Good. Remember, this means tooth. Haas. Together, haas. Your turn. Good job, guys. Make sure you're reading with me, okay? My turn. M. Together, M. Your turn. Very good. Okay. And this one, remember, act. Together, act. Your turn. Good. Like activity. Eyes. Together, eyes. Your turn. Good. Necked. Together, necked. Your turn. Excellent. Last one. Diff. Together, diff. Your turn. Great. Okay, now we're going to read some words syllable by syllable. All right. And I'm going to break these up for you. We're just going to do two. So the first one, we know this word in. We're just going to read it as in. Okay. Now, second syllable. Let's look here. So this part. What do we notice? What syllable type is this? This was a closed syllable, the first one. What syllable type is this? Yes, this is a vowel pair. Okay, so the A is helping the E make its long E sound. So let's read this with a long E. Crease, crease. Increase. Let's reveal part more. And then we've got ing, increasing, and one more syllable. We know this says ly, increasingly, increasingly. This is getting increasingly more complex because you guys have learned so much. So that means even more. Excellent job. Okay, let's do one more where I reveal the syllables. Okay, so what syllable type is this? Yes, this is our newest syllable type, the R, oops, my finger's covering it up, our R-controlled syllable type. And remember, the AR says R, like in the car picture we have. Okay, so har, har. Now let's look here. What syllable type is this? Yes, this is an open syllable because there's nothing blocking in this vowel. So it can make its long O sound. So we're going to read this with a long O. Mo. Har, mo. Har, mo. Now, the Y, remember when you have Y, at the end of a multi-syllabic word, it says E. So, ni. Harmony, 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 harmony. You create harmony and music when you are singing with someone else and your voices are singing together. Okay, now we're going to read just two words that if we were to come to them and we didn't know what these words were, how to pronounce them, how we can figure out using our rules for dividing words into syllables, and then using what we know about syllable types to decode it. So we know the first thing is to identify the vowels. So we have two vowels. They're not next to each other, so they're not vowel pairs. So we know that this word has two syllables because there's a vowel in every syllable. And since we have two vowels, we know this has two syllables. All right, so here's our vowel. We only have one consonant. So we know usually we divide it before the consonant. Now remember, if that doesn't work, try dividing it after. Okay, so what syllable type is this? That way we need to figure out what vowel sound it's going to make. Yes, it is an open syllable because if we look at just this syllable, there's nothing blocking the way. There's not a consonant blocking the way. So it's an open syllable, which means a long vowel sound. Now let's look at this syllable, okay? Vowel consonant. This one, remember, is our closed syllable because we have a consonant after the vowel. So this one is a short vowel sound. Okay, ready? Bay, sin, basin, basin, basin. A basin is something that holds water. It can be a sink, a water basin. There are basins in the earth where there is an indentation in the earth and it collects water. So basin. So that is a word that you might come to. And you want to be able to figure out what vowel sounds they are by our syllable types. All right, one last one of these. All right, so we know if we come to a word we don't know, then we need to first find the vowels. The vowels are the most important thing in a word. Okay, so these vowels are not together. So we know this word has two syllables because as we've said, every syllable has a vowel in it. And since we have two vowels, we have two syllables. So vowel, consonant, vowel. We know that we first try to divide it before the consonant. Remember, this doesn't always work. So if it doesn't work, then you just try it after the consonant. Okay, so let's look here. What syllable type is this? Yeah, it's open. Okay, there is, if we were to cover up the second syllable, there's nothing there to block the A from making its long A sound. So long A. Now, let's look here and figure out this syllable type. We have vowel, consonant, consonant. So what syllable type is this? That's right. It is a closed syllable type because there are consonants closing the door. The E cannot make its long sound. So it's going to make a short vowel sound. So let's read this syllable by syllable. A-gent, A-gent. Agent, agent, like a secret agent. Okay, very good. All right, last thing we're going to do, folks, is spelling. So if you do not have paper and pencil, you can pause your device while you get your materials. And for everyone else, we will go ahead and get started. Okay, so the first word we are going to spell is relationship. Relationship. We have a good relationship, so a good partnership, a good friendship. So let's break that word up syllable by syllable because relationship's a pretty big word and it could be kind of overwhelming to think about trying to spell that. Remember, when your chin drops, that is one syllable. So relationship. So my chin dropped 4 times. So ready? Re. Go ahead and spell re. That's easy enough. That's one of our sight syllables. Okay. Let's figure out the second syllable. Ready? Re, lay, lay. So not the word lay, but the syllable lay. So it has to be an open syllable. Okay. Relay. Okay. Relation. Shun. Oh, that's one of our sight syllables too. I know 4 letters spell shin. Relation. Okay. Relationship. Ready? Relationship. Ship. Just go ahead and spell that syllable. Relationship. Here you go. So that's a really big word, but if you just break it up into the individual syllables, it makes it so much easier. And even if you don't get it exactly right, you're going to get a whole lot closer. The next word is generation. Gen-er-a-shun. My chin dropped 4 times, 4 syllables. First syllable, gen. Go ahead and spell gen. You know, that's like at the beginning of like gentleman, generous, gen. So generation. Gen-er. So spell It's an R controlled vowel. Gen-er. Okay. Gen-er-a. A. That's easy enough. Open syllable. Okay. Ready? Generation. Shun. I know there are 4 letters that spell shun. Generation. See how both of these words have the shun in it? Good job. Okay, last word. Expert. You are an expert reader and an expert speller. Okay. Expert. 2 times. My jaw dropped 2 times, so this word has 2 syllables. So let's figure out the first syllable. X. Okay. X. That's one of our sight syllables. Like explain, exercise. Okay. Expert. Pert. That's an R controlled vowel. Just like I had heard in generation. Expert. Pert. One of our R controlled syllables. Expert. Very good. All right, Lions. So remember, when you are reading and spelling, figure out the word syllable by syllable, and you will be able to unlock any word. We'll continue adding on to what we know and continue practicing our skills. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you right back here tomorrow. Bye.